Hey, hey everybody. I am so glad to be with you tonight. My name's Kelly Trame, and I am one of the directors of development here at Girl Scouts of Western Ohio. And I'm really thrilled to share with you about the Family Giving campaign this year. Many of you may be familiar with it already, and there are some changes that are happening this year due to COVID. And I wanted to bring you up to speed about some of the changes. And also, though, I first want to start off about why is family giving so important to Girl Scouts of Western Ohio, and how can you help make a difference in a whole nother way here at Girl Scouts of Western Ohio. I'm going to start by sharing a screen that has a special PowerPoint in it. And in this PowerPoint, we're calling all of our campaigns this year Powering Her Promise, because that is really what we're doing as we are volunteers and work to make our world a better place here at Girl Scouts and with all of our girls. So I'm inviting you to help power her promise during the Family Giving campaign. What I first want to do to get started is I'm going to share with you this screen, and this is about how America gives and how America gives their money. It's from Giving USA, and they put this together every year for us. This kind of gives us an overview of where do dollars come from and how do people give. And this is really important to the understanding of how we can help in family giving to power that promise for every one of the girls that we serve. When we look over here at this chart, we're going to see different ways that giving comes in. You can see 69% by individuals, 17% by foundations, 10% by bequests, and 5% by corporations. And this always comes as a surprise, especially on the corporation end. A lot of people think, gosh, these companies, they have billions and billions of dollars. Shouldn't they be giving the bulk of the amount to nonprofits? And yes, they do give a lot. They give $21 billion a lot, but that still only accounts for 5% of overall giving. When we look up here and we look at the individual giving, you can see that that's 69%. However, when we add in a little bit of that of foundations, which is individuals giving from private family foundations, and then bequests, which is all individuals leaving gifts in their estate plans, that really ramps up that number of individual giving, much higher than 69%. And we're getting closer, we're getting into the 90% category for individual giving. And it's important to keep in mind as we go on to the next slide here. This is when we look at philanthropy here at Girl Scouts of Western Ohio. Now, given this chart was done by me, so it doesn't look as pretty as the other one, but we can use this, and this is really helpful. And this does not include product sales. Right now, product sales makes up 66% of the income at Girl Scouts of Western Ohio, and that is down from 75% the previous year, which is a good thing, because we don't want to be putting all of the revenue in one basket to be counting on for support to be able to keep all of our awesome programs running. So when we look at this, we can see that corporations support 5% of the funding, and here are individuals at 38%. That's a long ways to go from just that 69%, or even as I showed, it could get much larger from that. And that's where we need to be focusing on. And as we talk a little bit more, we talk about why is this important for us to be able to have giving here at Girl Scouts of Western Ohio. What does it do? Where does this go? Why are we even doing this? And that's what I want to share with you. Every gift that comes in to Girl Scouts of Western Ohio is powering that promise. It's keeping our service centers open. It's keeping the cost of camps low, making sure that camps are up and running and everything is in good working condition for when the girls go and use those programs. It's to help provide the free Zoom accounts that are going to all of our families. It's to help underwrite the cost of all these great program boxes that are going out and other virtual programming as well. And on top of that, all the training that's going. There are so many different keys to what goes in to help when we power that promise for Girl Scouts. So I really invite you to be able to take a deeper dive into this. And I'm going to share another screen with you now. And this is going to be more about the fundamentals of family giving. So here again, this is going to talk about the overview of family giving. And it's a way for us to engage those Girl Scout parents and caregivers and volunteers in supporting Girl Scouts and all the activities and the missions and the goals of our movement. And as you look here, it says parents and caregivers and volunteers. Those are those individuals that we were just talking about before on the other slide. And it's important also to remember United Way support has been going down in the last 5 years. In fact, we've seen in one United Way, we've already lost $50,000 of support. And that's a lot to make up, especially if we want to keep doing more to invest in the girls here at Girl Scouts of Western Ohio. So you may be asking, well, okay, Kelly, that's great. What more do we do? How do we bring in the support? How do we get individuals to give? And really, it's all of us taking advantage of different opportunities. We're going to be having a designated campaign running for family giving from the months of April to June of 2021. And during that time, it is going to be a wonderful opportunity to reach out to individuals to share personal stories about how Girl Scouts is making a difference in your life, in the girls that you work with, in your daughters, in your nieces, and your granddaughters' lives. It's going to be a great opportunity for you to be able to do that. Perhaps take advantage of some crowdfunding opportunities that we'll be sharing as we get closer to the campaign. Some other things that you can do is get a group of people together and share a story about why is Girl Scouting important? Why are you giving to the Girl Scouts? Why do you support this movement in more than the valuable time you're already giving in volunteering and being a parent? And then we're going to take that a little bit further, and we're going to talk about, again, what does that money do? So it can be anywhere from $25 helps one girl to be in Girl Scouts. And it can go all the way up to what does $5,000 do. Now, granted, we're probably going to be looking at donors who are people who are going to be able to give gifts of more like $10, $25, $50, and maybe $100. And that is okay. It's any gift that is meaningful to the person that's giving. And oh, by the way, the goal for the campaign this year is to raise $15,000. And I'm sure we can do that at Girl Scouts of Western Ohio with everybody working together and engaging our families. Here's a fun worksheet that you can do with other family members, other people that you're talking to, perhaps that you want to get excited about helping you ask for gifts. And this is where you can have them work to fill in the blanks. What does that $25 do again? Oh, covers a girl to be in a membership fee for a girl to be in Girl Scouts. And then here's some peer-to-peer activities. And this is a great way to say, gosh, I don't know who to ask. And sometimes people go, I don't know anybody with deep pockets either. It's okay. You don't need to know anybody with deep pockets. This is something that everybody can participate in. So what we're asking is take a moment. Ask people, write down or ask others that may want to help you raise funds for Girl Scouts. Write down 5 community groups that you're a part of. Maybe it's a sports league. Maybe it's people in your neighborhood. Maybe it's a religious group that you belong to. And then from there, think of 5 people that you know in each one of those communities. And then circle off who is it that you want to ask. And don't be afraid to take some time to pair up with a partner to practice your ask. And remember, people do not get offended when they're asked to give. Everybody deserves that opportunity to make a gift to Girl Scouts and to be a part of this wonderful program. And here we have some ideas of how to be able to do an ask. You can see here where you say, "Hi, Susan. As you know, Girl Scouts is very important to my daughter and many others." And then you jump into sharing about some success, some importance, how you've seen your daughter grow in confidence in what she's accomplished. And then you're getting ready to ask. And we would love to be able to see you join us in supporting a gift. Would you consider a gift of $50 to support Girl Scouts? It's that easy. And then here's just some other things to be able to remember. When people are registering, ask families to round up their gift a little bit to be able to help support the girls in your service unit. We're not encouraging service unit events this year. However, we still have it in here because we know so many service units, they really value and treasure their events. So hopefully if you have an event and it's safe within all the governor's guidelines and COVID friendly, you're more than welcome to have a gift. But consider having a personal ask to the family members where they make their own individual gift to support Girl Scouts. Because it's when we're able to engage individuals in asking that we're able to thank people individually, we're able to steward those gifts, and that continues powering that promise into the future. Let people know that if they have an employer, check with their employer to see if there's a matching gift. Perhaps take advantage of envelopes. And what envelopes are is where every family member gets a letter with an envelope for them to be able to return their donation to keep it secure and private. And then finally, peer-to-peer asking. This is the landmark, the hallmark of giving, is when you can ask somebody for a gift, because people give to people when they're asked. And this is something important. I appreciate all of you for being involved in Girl Scouts. It is because of your support, in your engagement as a volunteer and as a parent, that this movement continues to grow and thrive. And I'm also asking all of you to take a time to consider making a gift to support the Family Giving campaign and ask others to join you in supporting that campaign. It's when all of us work together that we can make sure that that promise is being powered for the next generation of girls to grow and lead our communities and our countries. Feel free to reach out to me anytime. You can get a hold of me by calling our customer care number and ask for myself, Kelly Trame. I'm happy to talk to any of you at any time more about family giving and how you can help power her promise. Thank you very much and have a great night.